Hello there, adventurers, and welcome to Neon's Game Night. This is the game Lake, made by Gamius Games and published by Whitethorn Games. And viewers of the channel may know that I actually did a Let's Play of the game Lake not too many months ago, which is all up on the channel. All parts of it are uploaded in a playlist for you to watch in your viewing pleasure. But we are back in Lake for this game night tonight because there is a part of the game I have never tried. When the game first launched, it did not have this particular mode, but it was added sometime after launch, and that is this endless mode, which is pretty much exactly what it sounds like, which is an endless mode for deliveries. Because the premise of the game is we play as a character named Meredith Weiss, who is taking over her dad's mail delivery route in her hometown of Providence Oaks. And, you know, the endless mode, like say, gives you an endless amount of deliveries to do. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what this mode is like. I mean, I'm assuming it's exactly the way it says, but this will give us some time to talk about the game, kind of see what the endless mode offers, see if it has any surprises for us. So let's go ahead and do it. Alright, endless mode, classic. Can't get enough of Providence Oaks? You've come to the right place. Endless mode offers a never-ending cycle of new days with new delivery lists. No new stories or dialogue, just good old driving around your pretty little lake town. Let's do it. As the game loads, of course. What do we got? Alright, so it looks like the game just drops us in right outside of the post office. This is the character of the game, Meredith Weiss. And we have quite a bit of deliveries to do here. By opening the map using M, we can see the map and we can see all of the deliveries that we have. And today, actually, this time there's only a few deliveries, and they all happen mostly happen here in the town. Other times throughout the course of the main game, we could have to deliver all the way out here in all sorts of places. And even though the main game is, has this sort of postal delivery element to it, the real catch of the game is sort of going through the story. It's a very chill and relaxed narrative game where you meet a lot of different characters and you get to talk to people and just kind of learn like what Meredith's life has been like and how much has changed since she's left, because Meredith here is some kind of like tech developer for a company, for a startup called like Addit 87, and they're trying to get this big software off the ground. And this is kind of done as a little bit of an escape, and depending on the choices you make through the game, you can have several different endings. I'll turn off the radio just for a second as I continue talking through here. But I'm going to spoil some of the end of the game real quick, so feel free to close your ears for just a few moments. But depending on your choices throughout the game, you can have one of a few different endings. And one of those endings is actually to stay in Providence Oaks and continue doing the mail route pretty much forever as part of your life from here on out. And I guess this endless mode would kind of fit with that ending the best, other than the other two, because the other two are like going through the going back to the city to do your job, and then the other part is basically taking an RV that you were gifted at some point throughout the main game, and going and living on your own. So I'm happy to see that you can still explore some of these interiors here. So this is the general store. I don't know if we can actually talk to these people or say anything. Oh, it says we can. Talk to Nancy.
People love to browse the shop and then not buy anything.
Okay, so we can't make any, like, dialogue choices or anything, but still, I think that's really neat. I wasn't expecting them to be able to do that at all. I actually wasn't expecting to even be able to come into this interior. But this game has a lot of charm, and I just really enjoy the chill and relaxed nature of the game. The story doesn't have any big plot twists. It isn't this big thrilling. There is no like big thrilling conspiracies or murder investigations or anything like that. It is literally just Meredith Weiss trying to decide what she wants to do with her life. And I think it's when it's one of those kinds of stories, it's very relatable, but it also like really fits this mode of game where you're just kind of doing some chill delivery stuff. And somehow my radio turned back on. Another place I wanted to go check to see if we can talk to is Angie. If you've seen the Let's Play, you know exactly what I'm getting at. But there's a character in here named Angie that you can strike up a bit of a relationship with, and friendship with, and all that stuff. She owns the Flick Shack. And she is here. Okay. That's quite cool. Hey, Angie.
Hi, Meredith. Hope the town's treating you well.
All right, so you can really get you just get like a one sentence blurb from people, which is nice. And here's some of that fantastic like funny character I was talking about. In the general store, they had a lot of different like fictional brand names that are definitely taken by inspiration by real world companies. But same thing here in the movie store. You got the Kung Fu Kid. You got Gremlins. Let's see, what are some other good ones? Hold Me Up. Let's see, where's some more? The Odd Father. And just associated artwork that makes it very funny. Back to the Present. The Bee Ghost Blasters, which is actually a game. I wonder if our high score from the main game carries over. We'll have to go check that out as well. But basically, ever since I first played the game, I kind of wished that there was some kind of endless mode like this, that you could kind of play after the main game and just have a chill time doing deliveries. But I started going the wrong way. Let's go ahead and go and take some of the deliveries over this way. We'll see how things work. It actually feels really nice to be back in Lake, actually. It's been a few months since I finished the Let's Play. And I just love this game a lot. I really enjoy the story, and it just feels nice to come back to. I think it's definitely going to be one of those games that is one of those comfort games for me as I continue going through life. So let's go ahead and deliver mail here. Delivering some mail there. Do we have the camera? No, we don't. In the main game, there's a point where we get a camera, and we end up turning it in, but I was hoping that we would have it during this endless mode so that we could, it could also function as a bit of a photography mode where you can just walk around and take pictures and stuff like that. Okay, this actually looks like it might be where this parcel delivery needs to go. What is this? This is Jackson Street. Let's grab the package out of the back here. 303 Jackson Street. That must be it. Does Meredith say anything in this mode? I don't know if she does. Usually she'll have like comments on the weight of the package or stuff like that, or say, oh, nobody's home. Let's see.
Nope. No answer.
Oh, there she is. Meredith in general is a good character as well. We also, at some point here on the channel, will need to do the DLC for the game, which I haven't played at all. So it'll be fun to go through blind for the channel. That's Lake Season's Greetings, where we get to play as Meredith's dad in a prequel to the main game of Lake. But it's such a vibey experience. The actual town of Providence Oaks reminds me a lot of like a Twin Peaks type of setting, or also just kind of reminds me of the mountain towns that I enjoy traveling to and vacationing in real life. Alright, we got another package to deliver here at 106 West 2nd Street. Let's grab the package here. I can definitely see like me spending some time here on this endless mode just to like chill out and have some fun. Knock knock.
All right, I'll leave it on the doorstep.
And I will pretty much have to I'm assuming that's just how it's going to be for every single package delivery, because like say there isn't any new dialogue to be had. So usually in the main game, whenever we would have packages, sometimes it would end up like that where nobody was home, but most often that was one of the ways in which the game basically created situations that you could talk to NPCs and progress the story. So if you had a package, it was a pretty good bet that at least one of the packages or a few that you had in your deliveries for the day would further the story and be able to let you talk to somebody. So alright, deliver the mail. I also imagine then that this does not allow you to get any of the other secret achievements. Like there's a few interactions in the game that are on very specific days, but you kind of have to explore for them. And I'm assuming then that this endless mode is not like a way for you to be able to go back and mop up those achievements. I imagine you'd have to go back and load an old save and or go through the game again. But I'm curious as well to see just how randomized the deliveries are, because like say this first run that we've gotten here had almost all of the deliveries being here in town. So that just creates a very short loop.
That's heavier than I thought.
Alright, there we go. There was a couple comical times in the Let's Play where she would say that, and it was this tiny, almost looked like a deck of cards type of package, and that created some laughs, but...
Nope, no answer.
Alright, then
All right,
drop the package.
on to the next one.
Yes, indeed, Meredith. This is your life if you choose the other ending. But we did not, so... Alright. Here we go. And it looks like we have one more piece of package piece of mail to deliver over this way. But yeah, I'm curious to see how random it is, if we'll get more deliveries in different places on subsequent days. But we'll just have to wait and see, shall we? Because I'm imagining it also operates the same way as in the main game, where we don't end until we go back to the post office, and not like right once we deliver this last piece of mail. But we'll see and find out. All right.
That's the last of them.
Okay, it is a return to the post office, and that will be what gets you to the end. But now that we've delivered all those things, it's also just a decent time to you could just drive around, listen to the music, explore the map and in the environment. I'm actually curious how much you can actually explore. Like, can we just take the truck off-road? Okay, kind of. It looks like there's some invisible walls there. Is there invisible walls while we're on the ground? I would imagine so, but let's see. Yep, there are some invisible walls. So it's not like you're gonna find any brand new secrets or anything. And the game wasn't intended for you to be this big open world sandbox or anything like that. But having the ability to just kind of roam around is pretty nice. Oh, that house back there is our house. This is Meredith's house. This is where it's actually her parents' house. But this is where we come back to and spend the evenings and all that stuff throughout the game. Although, I'm just noticing there is a dog house here, but a very noticeable lack. There was no dogs in, it's Binky. I do not remember it ever being mentioned that Meredith had a dog in the base game. And you can't go inside. Nope, can't go inside. Oh, the interior is entirely rendered. That's actually kind of cool. You can peek inside. All right, the cops will start coming after us. There's a creepy person peeking into the windows. The mail lady is snooping. She's a peeping Tom. Okay. We've had our fun there. Let's go back to the post office now. We can do a bit more exploring tomorrow, but I'm curious to see how the randomness works. To see if it's like the same set of deliveries that you get, or if it spreads them out a bit. I'm hoping it spreads them out, because it would be a bit of a shame to have this whole beautiful map to drive around, and an endless mode to help you facilitate exploring it all the time, and then only giving you deliveries here in town. That would be a bit of a bummer. Coming through. In the Let's Play, I took a lot of care to drive realistically, and careful with traffic laws. I think we're giving that up now. We're going to go crazy. Alright, so we've ended the workday. Usually this would be a time when you got some cutscenes at the end of the day and talking to people, but this time we just get a new day notice and a fresh set of deliveries. They're all in the town again. That is a bummer. Is that how they're all going to be? Nah, surely not. Surely they can't all just be in town stuff, right? Alright, we have to figure this out for science! Ow. Okay. We can't just knock down the poles here in town, unfortunately. Can't just ram them. Alright, we're British now. We're driving on the left side of the road. Oh, well, that's actually interesting, though. I don't think the base game ever takes you to deliver to this house. I don't think so. I've played the game twice all the way through, and I don't remember ever having a delivery out here. So that's kind of cool. Alright. So we're going to run through these deliveries real quick and try to do yet another day, just to see if there's any variance whatsoever. I'm going to be real disappointed if all the deliveries are only relegated to this part of town. It's going to be a real bummer, in my opinion. Now, to be fair, I guess, there's like a hotel over here. There's a hotel, a diner. There's a hotel over here, a diner, a farm, some guy's cabin over... Is it this way? No. Where is it? Over this way. And then there's a whole bunch of small cabins over here. I can at least see why there might not be deliveries to the diner over here or the farm, because in the main game those were basically strictly character driven type of places. Like, they were part of the story for you to go there. But it does seem like it would be kind of weird for them to not have at least some kind of delivery out there. Because at least for the farm, there's definitely
No answer.
a couple times where you're sent out there and you don't have any answer and you just drop off the package like usual. So I'm interested to see how that works. Okay. Drop this off. Could also be fun to do some speed running. See how fast you could do a day of deliveries. Because you can't run. You can do a bit of a fast walk. But let's go to this one first. Bonk. Here you go. There we go. Okay. Stop sign, we don't care about him. Ow. Took that turn a bit too sharp. We're gonna take this longer route because we want to turn here and be able to be all on one strip here. Here we go. If it doesn't spawn any deliveries outside of the town this next time, we're just going to abandon trying to do deliveries, and we're just going to go explore and see what else the map has to offer, and just also kind of show you around the map and just see what kind of cruising we can do. Because as you can hear, we have the radio going, and it just creates a really nice atmosphere for just driving around. Let's see, grab West 1st Street. There we go. Alright, get it. Meredith, deliver the package. We're on a tight schedule. No bathroom breaks. This is the precursor to Amazon.
All right, I'll leave it on the doorstep.
Return to the post office. Okay. Taking a shortcut. Trust me. Oh no, there's a fence! There's quite a bit of, like, stuff that's actually, like, rendered, and you could probably just go ahead and walk to here in town. Alright, so we've ended the workday. We've started a new day here. And, oh my gosh, that's a lot of deliveries. Okay, so they can take us outside of the city, outside of the town. Because this is the bait shop. And this is another place that has a character, and whose pretty much sole purpose is to serve as a place where you can talk to characters. And wow, that's a lot of letters and parcels. So it does seem like there's a bit of randomness to it, and that you can get some deliveries outside of the main town, but it seems to not be particularly often that you can do that, or that it happens. It seems to prefer the in-town deliveries, which, like, you know, in a realistic sense also makes a bit of sense. But, like, the other things that this sort of mode would have to offer is just, like, random vibing and exploring. Like, just getting to walk out here and sit down here on this bench. Allow for some screenshot taking. Like, I imagine this would also be a fun mode for, like, you know, I remember a time on YouTube for, like, machinima videos and stuff like that, where people make different videos and, like, sort of curated movie type experiences, short films in video games, and this would be one of those here that you could do that kind of thing in, where you just are walking around and enjoying your life here in this little lake town and making deliveries. But that's really nice. And, you know, it's not the most graphically intensive game or the most graphically advanced game, but it does have a beauty all its own. That's for sure. And I think it really captures the small mountain town aesthetic and vibe extremely, extremely well. Let's see. Oh, we can't go up there. That's unfortunate. Wanted to go pet the deer statue. Can we actually look at these maps? No. But as you can see, that is the same map. That is this map. So, that's cool. What, another thing that you can do in the game that is kind of cool is, the game has an autopilot mode if you don't want to sit there and drive everywhere. Once you have, like, unlocked a place, you can sort of set an autopilot to it. So there's the Weiss residence. That's where we live. But, so I won't be able to do exactly, but I'll show you that here in a second. We'll need to go and probably unlock a few more of those map markers, because I think the way it seems like is it kind of does not reflect the map markers that you unlocked within the main game. So let's see if we can't go unlock this, the bait shops. Can we drive off the bridge? Oh, it won't even let us drive through there. Okay, I see. But does that give us a... No, it did not. Mackey's. Come on, I want to get the bait shop. We'll deliver the mail while we're here, I guess. But at what point do we get the actual... Okay, so there's the mailbox. Put that in there. Does that unlock the bait shop? Yes, it did. Okay, perfect. That is what we wanted. I don't know if we had to get out of our house in order to actually make that available, or actually get out of the truck to make that available, or what. Or if just driving past it could be enough. Since it doesn't carry over the map markers and stuff, I'm assuming it's also not going to carry over my high score in Ghost Blasters at the diner. Because at the diner, there's this in-game video game called Ghost Blasters that you can play, and we have the high score for it. So, I'm curious if we can go... Oh, it doesn't even look like we can go inside the diner. That's a bit of a bummer. So we can't even go inside the diner. Diner is closed for business. That is sad, but that is the game machine right there. And it has high scores, but I don't know... Okay, it has Lori on there, so yeah, it did not save our high score. Gosh, dang it. So it's a bummer we can't go into the diner, because the diner is also very vibey. But I also didn't see, like, a place to deliver mail or anything, so I would imagine that that is a place that doesn't spawn a delivery for. But out here at the farm, there should be a post op, like a mailbox. Let's drive through the corn, or the wheat, or whatever the heck this is. Yeah, there's a mailbox right there. Can we go inside the barn? Just curious, like, how much of this town you can actually explore. And it's kind of surprising that you can actually explore quite a lot. You know, there isn't much to find, actually. Like, I kind of wish that was one thing I kind of wish that there might have been more of, is, like, I don't know, collectibles or secrets, really. Because, I don't know, I kind of get sick of gathering collectibles and stuff in games. But, it could be cool to have, like, secrets to find. I know they all kind of end up being kind of the same as collectibles, but it'll be cool. And ultimately, like, I'm not digging on this mode, because the fact that this mode exists at all, I think, is awesome, because they didn't have to add this post-launch. Like, they didn't have to, but they did, and I think that's really cool. And it's something I can actually see myself getting some use out of, because driving a truck around and delivering things is just kind of fun. There's a whole slew of people that play stuff like Euro Truck Simulator, or do space trucking in a game like Elite Dangerous. And a lot of that comes down to, it's just kind of relaxing to drive around and deliver stuff. Now, obviously, those games have a different element to it because of the simulational aspect of you have a lot to actually take care of in terms of your truck and all that stuff. But a certain part of that too, having done some space trucking in like Elite Dangerous, is just the sort of relaxation factor. The idea that, you know, you don't really have to. You can kind of turn your brain off a little bit and go into autopilot. Oh, we can go inside here in the Oregon Trail Motel. As a missed opportunity, I feel like, for there to be an Oregon Trail Motel, and they also have an in-game video game to play, but that is not the Oregon Trail game. And it's nice because the person that is behind the counter here is a jerk in the game, so actually probably a good thing we don't have to see him. Speaking of going on autopilot, yeah, you like my little segue there? I'm going to show you the other feature that this game has. One of the features that this game has is, like, once you unlock one of these fast travel points, you can use autopilot. You can press E and it'll take you on autopilot. So it goes through this loading screen, and now you can just kind of vibe and look around. I feel like the autopilot goes faster than oh my gosh, the autopilot is not the best driver, but I feel like the autopilot goes faster than what you can achieve driving by yourself. But with this endless mode, like, once you get all of the fast travel points unlocked, you could just feasibly just chill around and go on these little cruises, enjoy the music, and pan around and look at the views, and just have a grand old time that way. the NPC AI for the driving in general is not very well, because it's not very good just in general. There was a couple times in the Let's Play where I feel like they almost tried to ram me. It doesn't look like there... So there is a mailbox next to the... Oh, and Lori's out there. Let's stop the autopilot. There's a character out here. Let's go see if we can talk to her. At the gas station. So, presumably, you can probably get deliveries for the gas station, since there's a mailbox here. Hey there, Lori.
Remember, if there's anything wrong with the goose, I can fix it.
The goose is our RV. So which is funny, because the game is kind of addressing you as if kind of things happened after the events of the main game, but there are some things about that don't really add up, looking at it that way. Angie's presence in the game being one of them. But yeah, so you can hit autopilot and you can go on deliveries that way if you really want to. But let's go ahead and finish out this day of deliveries. And that might be where we finish up for this little video. And enjoy some music and some nice chill delivery time. But let's go ahead and finish things out here. So we got a lot of deliveries over on this side of the streets. Alright. '103 West 1st Street. Got your DVDs here. Well, they wouldn't be DVDs yet. This takes place in like the
No answer.
late 80s, I think.
All right, on to the next one.
So, definitely not DVDs. They would be VCR tapes. VHS tapes. For the VCR. There's your mail. Too bad you can't install like NOS into the mail truck. That would be hilarious. Another similar game that we've played here on the channel in terms of like you're a delivery driver in a very kind of chill sort of atmospheric location is the game Cloudpunk, and which is another game that I
did these folks order?
really enjoy, and that is another game that we coincidentally also need to do the DLC for here on the channel. Although I played that one before. That is a game that
All right, I'll leave it on the doorstep.
That's another game that I wished had a endless mode. Okay, I'm delivering some mail. Chill out. But that's another game I wish had an endless mode, because it has a similar sort of just chill vibe when you're driving around. But that one would even feel like more conducive, because you can actually do a lot of upgrades to your vehicle in that game. And so, like, having extra deliveries post-game would give you sort of like this good feeling of a way to keep progressing that and kind of max out your car and everything like that. Although it wouldn't make much sense within the confines of the story, because the story only takes place within the course of a night. So, you know, whatever. But if you had like an endless mode that's like separate, sort of like this, where it sort of assumes that like this is sort of like an alternate time that you're kind of just endlessly going on deliveries, I think would be cool. Is this not the right? Hello? Oh, there's a Mailbox right here.
These look like bills.
Gross. Burn them. Nobody likes bills. There's a lot of mail in this town today. Hurry up and get through it. No! Look out! Honk honk! How can we honk? We can honk, I'm pretty sure. Controls. Q. There we go. I went too far. But I think maybe this one is mail there.
Interesting.
And then this other place is the other mail that we have that we're facing. I think we got through all of our... No, we have one more package to deliver. But we're making our way through these pretty quickly. Get out of the road, lady. Let's go take care of this last package. I think it's the last package. Yeah, it's the last package. And then there's a cluster of 4 pieces of mail over there. That seems ridiculous. Special delivery. Let's take it. Ooh, a knock.
Nope. No answer.
Interesting. One of Meredith's childhood friends lives over in, I think, this yellow house? Kay lives over this house, I believe. Is this one of them? Let's see. I don't think this is actually one of them. No, it's not. We overshot it. Bummer. But also, since it is in town, you know, something that would be very chill, I think, is to actually just walk the whole thing. Now, obviously, that wouldn't allow you to do the parcels. But... nor would you have the radio. But I could see that being quite relaxing at some point to do. Probably wouldn't do it on video because I think that might make for a bit of a boring video unless I had just something incredibly interesting to talk about. But I think there's actually a lot of fun opportunities to be had in this endless mode here, actually. And this might be completely uninteresting to you, or just even to other people that have played the game Lake.
Finally done.
Might be something that's completely uninteresting to have in endless mode where you just do random deliveries all the time. I'm quite happy about it, and that's all that matters. Back to the post office. Aw, it wouldn't let us ram them. Not crazy, I promise. Alright. And here we go. We get a new day. Are there any changes in weather? No, it seems like you just get a clear day every single time. Oh, and as we can see, there now is some new spots to deliver all the way out there. Cool. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is where we're going to end off this video, checking out the Endless mode in Lake. Lake is a game that I highly recommend to anybody looking for some kind of chill, cozy narrative game to experience that doesn't have big stakes or, breakneck pacing or anything like that. There's a time that you can sort of chill out and enjoy enjoy the journey, as it were. But ladies and gentlemen, I think this is where we'll end off. Thank you so very much for watching. If you liked the video, consider liking and subscribing. Let me know how I'm doing in the comments section down below. But other than that, guys, I will catch you all in the next video. Cheers.